morning, all. Hope you're doing well. It's live chat 159. 159, crazy. Here on Brooks's Base Corner, it's Sunday evening, 6 o'clock here in London town, here in the UK. I got young Zoomer there. Look, he's quick off the blocks today. You've only just woken up. Beat after beat, good to see you. Welcome, folks. Come on in. We're talking bass guitars, bass gear, bass players, all the usuals. Gareth Harrison there, obviously not out on a Sunday night covers gig up north. Hope you're well, young man. So come on in. You're amongst friends, talking basses, bass gear, bass playing, great bass players, anything to do with bass guitar, not bass fishing. That's not us. I say it week after week, and we still occasionally in the community tab section of the channel I get people going, are you talking about bass fishing? No. But anyway, good to see you, good to have you along. We'll do a couple of hours tonight if everyone's up for that. We're talking so I went to Fair Deal Music in Birmingham last Monday. I did mention it on last week's live chat, and I knew this brand of gear was going to be in there because I'd seen the guys at the Guitar and Bass show a couple of weeks ago, and they said, oh, you got to check out these basses we've got from this company in China, or at least the gear's made in China. But anyway, the company's called, you're probably wondering, how do I pronounce that? Okay, it's called SQOE. I thought the guy, when I asked him in the shop, I said, how do you pronounce this? And he said SQOE, and I thought he was talking status quo. But it's nothing to do with the quo, obviously. It's so it's pronounced SQOE. They've got a whole range of gear, basses, guitars, and Fair Deal Music in Birmingham are the only place in the UK you can buy these. I don't know about internationally and worldwide. I don't know where it's selling them in America. But here in the UK, if you want one, you got to go to Fair Deal Music. So I spent a good day demoing them, recording them, going through the full rigmarole with 1, 2, 3, 5 instruments, 5 basses. And I did a couple of other brands while I was there, while there was time. And you're going to see all this footage and these demos going up over the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. And I was mightily impressed. Not expensive in the slightest. Really well made. Well put together. I felt the action probably and the neck relief on a couple probably could have done with a little tinkering, but it wasn't my place to do it in the shop. That's their job. But really good gear. Certainly going to give Squire and not Squire. What am I talking about? Sire and some of these other cheaper end brands a run for their money. So I'll let you hear them on the demos. Of course, I've got some photos I can show you. I can't really show you the videos at the moment because they haven't been edited up, but you're going to say, well, that's no different to other stuff we see. Wait until you see the last one. So where are we? In here. There we go. Okay, first couple. So it's fairly clear what this is. It's a black with a white scratch plate P bass. Roasted maple neck. There seems to be a thing that roasted maple necks and fingerboards a couple of years ago were like a premium option. Now they're appearing on £250 instruments. So there's that. And then there's this, which is, all these things are clearly, run of the mill. You've seen them before, familiar. Got to bear in mind the territory and the price range that these are and the people that they're going to appeal to. So clearly, 3-tone sunburst jazz bass. There we go. Familiar ground, nothing particularly radical there. And then they had this, a very nice blue burst short scale in the style of a Mustang, if that's your thing. Again, nice visual, nice to play, sounded good, all was well. And then next to these on the stand was this. Spare me a moment while I get there. And this blew my head off. And you'll hear it on the demo. Really nice candy apple red PJ. 2 volumes and a tone. Just really good. Really good. And my mate Jay at Fair Deal Music took this bass away and said, kind of gave it a mini setup, adjusted the neck relief, sorted the bridge out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just really, really good. Really good. A little heavy in the body department, but not dreadfully so. But really good. And then, so I got to this one. I thought, wow, okay, that's good. But this was the same price as the other ones. Yet this thing, clearly in terms of quality, had gone up a little level. And then my mate Jay said, oh, I need to show you this, which had been skulking sort of off shop floor in its gig bag. This is his bass. So he needed a 5-string bass to do some recording with a while ago. This particular bass I'm about to show you came in as part of the same batch as these instruments. He didn't go and get this custom made or order it or look at this. Just bear me a sec. There. I don't think I've got a massive close-up on this, but look at this. Yeah. Not particularly expensive. I think between £350 and £400. 5-string. It's a cherry burst burl top. My first question to him was, is that a transfer or is that actually a timber top? It's a timber top. Pearloid markers, binding, hefty, a little weighty but substantially put together. You could easily take that out and gig it. I would happily have done that. It was just great. Really well set up. Just resonance off the charts. So that's what they can do when they go up a price band or two. These are really good. So wherever you are on the planet, if you're watching Live Chat 159 at 8 minutes past 6 on a Sunday, the 29th of March, 2026, if you hear of this brand, SQOE, wherever you are in the world, if you've got a local retailer and they've taken these on, go and check them out. They are seriously good. Seriously good. I could have, not so much the short scale, but the P and the J, I was very impressed with. The PJ, the Candy Apple Red, I came very close, I have to say, in that shot of almost getting the credit card out and going, do you know what, I want that. And then that one, Jay's own bass, outstanding. So, folks, if you're in Birmingham or in surrounding districts, pop down the Fair Deal Music in Birmingham and just go and check these out for yourselves. I mean, obviously, I played them last Monday. They might have had a bunch of hooligans in being all rough with them and might have mucked the set up. Anyway, go and try them for yourselves. I was really impressed. As a starter bass, I would have no qualms about buying the PJ and giving that to someone who was starting out and go, there you go. It will serve you well. I'm very impressed. Right, let's see who we've got here. There's Zuma, there's Gareth, there's Beat After Beat. Contranati, you bought a SQOE and met them at NAMM. They're solid for the price bracket. Exactly what I'm saying. At £250, I'm not expecting £1,000 bass. But I tell you what, the one that's on the screen now, between £350 and £400, that could go up against £1,000 bass and might beat a few. To be fair, I was that taken with that. Gareth, Guitar have them listed on their website. Do they now? Oh, that'll be an interesting conversation. I'll feed that back to Fair Deal. I was under the impression they were the only company having them, unless Guitar are getting them through Fair Deal. I don't know. I don't know the business ins and outs. I was told they were only going to be stocked at Fair Trade. The murky world of business, of course. Vissel, good to see you. Hope you're well. DJ Spire, 4 weeks on the trot, young man. Well done, sir. Well done. Zuma, their bases look great, but geez, that name. Yeah, I would have gone with Squall, as in super quality for the buck. There you go. Yeah, not the easiest name. Although you could say it will catch people's interest, because when I got shown that name on a headstock at the show, I was like, what's that? Never heard of it before. But very good. Very good. So if you got any questions about them, fire away. If you want to chat about them or anything else to do with bass, put your comments in the live chat window, press send, and we can react to it as you send your comments, funnily enough. Super chat facility is there, of course. If you want to make a financial donation to the channel, please give the live chat a thumbs up. Very, very important. Here we go. Let me just, we'll remove that. We will remove that. Yeah, please give the live chat a thumbs up. Most important thing you can do for a content creator here on YouTube. Please feel free to leave comments and share the video out. If you're watching after the event, you can leave comments and I'll respond to them when I get notification from YouTube that you've left a comment. It's all good. If you go in the description box below the video window, you'll find timestamps for this whole live chat. Actually, probably this evening. I'll rattle through them later on, which will allow you to jump through the video at your leisure. There will be, or there are, affiliate links there for Brooks's Bass Corner merch. 20% off until midnight tonight. We've got the cat, we've got the mouse mat, t-shirts, hoodies, leisure wear. 170 different products across 15 different designs. You want to help the channel? Check out the merch. Links are in the description box. Then you'll find affiliate links for the Bass Centre here in the UK, Top Cashback and vidIQ. Bass-related links regarding Amazon and Thomann. So again, if you're thinking of buying some strings, leads, picks, cleaning materials, new bass, amp, pedals, gig bags, cases, the whole shebang, feel free to use Amazon or Thomann links. If you go through with a purchase, we get a small affiliate commission here on the channel. After that, you will find social media links, and you'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, Be Real, Reddit, Quora, Discord, and TikTok. There we are. All done. It is coming at 6:15 here in London. Live chat 159 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. So let's have your comments, your questions. If we can help with advice, if maybe you're buying your first bass, first pedal, building a pedal board, auditioning for your first... Got 13 minutes in. Not bad. Not bad. There we go. Yes, there we are. Pizza Face, guitar and pizza. Well, I'll tell you what, I could do with a pizza. If you're sending one over, that'd be fabulous. Fabulous. And you'll notice I've put the comments up on screen from the off this week. Didn't get half an hour in and then realised I hadn't done it. Gareth, sent you some links for the basses on Guitar, both Music Man copies. Okay, interesting, because Fair Deal didn't have any of those. So, it'd be an interesting convo. I'll get in touch with my mate tomorrow and ask him what the crack is. If he knows, he may not. He may not. So I hope you've all had a good week. Hope your bass playing's going great. If you've been out gigging, let us know where you've been playing and who with. Just checking the stream health. Just checking everything's working. Yeah, that one's good. And that one is... How's that one looking? Yep, that's good too. Excellent, excellent. Peace Face, Fender Jazz USA, American bass. Yeah. What about it? What about it? Have you got one? Is that what you use? Is that the bass you're after? Let us know. Let us know. So, got some interesting developments here that I can't necessarily tell you about at the moment. Um, but over the next couple of weeks, I will probably divulge and let you know. Uh, yeah, I can't tell you any more than that at the moment. But it's all good. It's all good. And gigs start for me in about 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. Last night will be my next gig, and then we're into the full on summer. Lots of festivals, lots of private dues, some corporate bits and bobs. It's all going to go mental, isn't it? Zuma, any news on our Rio magnum opus? Any news? Anything happening there? I know you saw my post I sent you last night about the longer length videos. I really think that video needs to be a good 2 hours. I think you'll reap the benefits of it. Because when I did my collection video, which is only just under an hour, uh, I did very well off of that uh, on multiple fronts because it's a longer video, more adverts in it. People kind of, the view time went up, view duration and audience retention went up. So, oh, it's going to be very good, very good. You've heeded my call. Good stuff. Good stuff. How much more have you got left to? I was going to say rattle through, but it's like separating the wheat from the chaff. How much? How much more have you got to do? It's an extreme undertaking. We knew it would be. We knew that one would be. I don't think any of the other album videos will be quite as long as that. Although let's be fair, the Seven and the Ragged Tiger episode is going to be fairly lengthy because there's the band's biggest tour to discuss on the back of that. You've already edited up us speaking. It's all the extras. Ah, very good. If I can help, tell me. Let me know if you want me to go and source um, extra video clips. Tell me, and I'll do my best. Yeah. So if you bought anything new, let us know. If you've got your eye on anything in the stores, again, let us know. If you're thinking of making some new purchases, we can offer advice. Some of us may already own what you're considering. Gareth, they're playing Hyde Park. Yes, I've had my socials feed semi obliterated by that since I can't remember what morning that was. Was that Wednesday? Thursday? Thursday, I think. Yes, because you could go to American Express and buy the pre-sale. That's right. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to go yet. I don't think the tickets are that expensive compared to a lot of other shows. I did see mention that you can get standing anywhere tickets for like 95 quid, but then you see you have to put all your fees and stuff on top. So it's going to come out closer probably to about 115, 120 quid. I just don't feel the need to splash that sort of cash. Um, Also, I've heard many a recording of gigs, not just Duran Duran, just other artists playing at Hyde Park. And if it's a windy day, it's really weird sound. I heard a recording someone did of Paul Simon from the audience a couple of years back, and it was really weird. And I'd feel a bit aggrieved if uh, if I paid all that money out and the sound wasn't that great. But not sure about Scissor Sisters as support. Well, I'll tell you what. Last time I saw Duran Duran in 2023 at the O2, Jake Shears was the support, and I have to say, Jake Shears's set was fab. But I do share your reticence about Scissor Sisters. They're a great live act. I'm just not sure I'd want to see that as support, but some people do. That's their thing. Um, the thing with the Hyde Park shows. I've seen a couple of the lineups for performers this year, and some of the lineups are decidedly average. Like they've got loads and loads of bands, but loads I've never even heard of. So I know I'm heading towards old fart territory, but normally when you get those gigs, I think last time Duran played there, which was only 3-4 years ago, 4 years ago, 2022, that's right. They had a really good lineup before they came on. And at the I know other acts are yet to be announced, but yeah, I'd want to see who else was playing on that. I think, but we'll see. We'll see. It's months away yet, and I could end up with a gig on that day. So you never know. I know I'm at Guildfest the night before, and I've got a gig on the Thursday as well, allegedly. They could all change. It can all change at any time. But yeah, yeah. So why no gig this week, Gaz, on a Sunday? Or have you done one already? Zuma, you really like Scissor Sisters. Like I say, I saw Jake Shears' solo set. I recorded it on my MP3 player. And he was really good, and his band was really good. I know the drummer he was using. But I'm just not sure I want to see a whole Scissor Sisters set. I don't. It might be all right. It might be all right. Electric Lowen, good to see you. How's things in the health department for both you and your dad? Either of you on the mend? How are things on that front? Let us know. Give us an update if you'd be so kind. Let's have a look here. There we are. Very good. Oh my word, we're doing very well on the views. 77 views already. Thank you very much, folks. That's a marked improvement on last week, which was certainly not as good as that. So outstanding. Thank you. Gareth, heard rumours that the Manny tribute gig will be headlined by a supergroup, the Gallagher brothers. Yes. Stone Roses members. Yes. And Johnny Marr. That's exactly what I've heard too. That's going to sell out like mentally, isn't it? So, yeah. Yes. Just say that the Gallaghers are on, and that's basically it's sold out, isn't it? Actually, I think it probably would have sold out whether they were on or not. So, yeah. When is that? Is that imminent? Is that like the next couple of weeks, that gig? Let's just check. Some of you, the eagle-eyed of you, will have seen I did a little post on the community tab yesterday asking for your thoughts on the live chats. Feel free to go and add your comments and votes to it. I will be taking very, I'll be very attentive towards how that pans out. So as we approach summer, generally, historically, views on these live chats drop. But up until the start of this year, obviously live chats were always on Tuesdays. Now we're on Sundays. And I'm very aware that on a sunny Sunday evening through the summer, probably not the best time to be holding a bass live chat, I don't think. And I'm very aware also that numbers go down during the summer. So I'm just contemplating, well, I'm contemplating a number of options. Either I just stop the live chats for a period, or even stop them altogether, or we stop them for a period and come back once summer's over, or I carry on with the live chats and just reduce the length of them. So maybe just do like an hour. Or the other option is move it to another day. And what was the other one? There was another option as well. Or we carry on as we are, or we do impromptu live chats on the spur of the moment, which is obviously something I do when I'm on gigs through the summer. I'll just set my phone camera up and we'll do a live chat. So there's all those options. So please feel free to go and check out the community tab here on the channel and have a look at that poll and just add your thoughts. Leave comments. Please vote in it. I'll be taking heed of how that pans out, because if lots of people, thankfully at the moment, haven't said stop them altogether, but if there was suddenly a large upswing in that, then fair enough. But at the moment, what's the preferred option? To go and do impromptu live chats, right? Okay. So I'm looking at that. I'm aware. Gaz, the Manny gigs 30th of May. Right, fair enough. Are you going? You got a ticket? Let you know, your dad had to go back to the internal medicine department because his inflammatory levels went up again and he had a high fever. Ooh, okay. Best wishes to your dad. Please pass them on. I'm sure not just from me, but everyone else here on the live chat. I hope he gets on the mend soon. Gaz, it's only a small venue, 5,000 capacity. Blimey, tickets for that will be about £1,000 then. Well, they certainly will if the touts get hold of them. That's crazy. They could do a month of shows for that and fill it out every night. Blimey. There'll be a lot of people trying to get in without tickets, I bet. Oi, oi, oi. Where are we? Just checking everything's running. All good. Yeah, that one's fine. And that one seems to be doing okay as well. That's good. Okie doke. You're not going. Unfortunately, they sold out rather quickly. Oh, really? I bet they did. Let you know. Your wishes have done really good for him. Thank you. Always cancer levels are really low and good at the moment. Good news. Good news. Long may that continue. Long may that continue. It's coming up to 6:30 here in London, here in the UK. Brooks's Base Corner, live chat 159. If you've got any questions, anything to do with bass guitars, bass players, bass gear, put your questions and comments in the live chat window, press send, and I'll respond to them, as will the regulars who are attending. Anything you want to ask, anything about what's on the channel, any reviews, demos, live chats, interviews, feature videos, anything you want to talk about regarding bass, fire away. Hey, good to see you. You're in Korea. Student, please give me some advice. I have big trouble because your study results are so bad. Well, we're talking bass guitars. So are you studying bass guitar or are you studying something else? I can see you're on a mobile, so you're watching on the vertical feed. And if you're not talking bass, then you're probably in the wrong place, to be fair. But if you want bass playing advice, then yes, you've come to the right place. We'll await your response with great eagerness and vigour. How you getting on with that Dingwall John Taylor then, Zuma? You were going to change the strings, as I recall. Have you done that? Had an Oasis tribute gig actually on Wednesday. I did. I think I mentioned it last week. We were playing in Bracknell at a venue called Musica, which is a restaurant, but they're having live music. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. Food was fab. Didn't enjoy the loading and parking, but it could have been far worse than it was. Saw an old mate, Graham Nash. Hadn't seen him since early 2013. So he's an agent and a singer, runs his own band as well as running an agency. And I hadn't seen him in years. And he came up to me at the end of the gig. He went, "Are you Mike?" I said, "Yeah." "Who are you?" He went, "You don't recognise me?" And I said, "Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I know who you are." And we had a right old chat afterwards. So, Graham, good to see you on Wednesday. Literally low end. For some happy news, you're actually hoping to hear good news about a corgi puppy that you're looking to adopt. Outstanding work. Well done, sir. So that's your life in the small package now. Excellent. Oh, you have my utmost admiration. Well done, sir. Stacey will be very happy to hear that. She'll probably turn up at some point. Um, Outstanding. Great. Great. Hope you're both great for one another. Super. Super, super, super. That's best news I've heard all day. Well done, sir. Just check the analytics here. Check everything's working. It is all working. YouTube's doing its thing this week. We've already had over 100 views. 113 views already. Thank you very much across the two streams. Super, super. Zuma, you did indeed. The DR Black Beauties fit great. Tension is way nicer than the Dunlops. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Anyone looking for string deals? I've actually applied to Bax Music to be an affiliate marketer for them. They've got a huge amount of strings on deals at the moment as part of their spring deal offer. So by all means, check it out. If they take me on as an affiliate, which I'm hoping they will, I will be posting about all these very, very shortly. I mean, they're a rotor sound, nickel rotor sound, 45 to 100. They're like £10.50, and you get an additional 10% off using a code. So it brings them down to about £9.40 a pack, which I can't get anywhere close to that on my artist deal with Rotor Sound. I'd be paying almost double that. So it's a good deal in my book. So if you want to check out Bax Music for their string deals, amongst other things, they've got a load of basses, amps, pedals, all sorts in their deal. Go check it out. Well, I'm just checking that poll. Okay, someone's just voted on my poll. Thank you very much. Okay, right. I'll leave that running for another week or so. I'm interested to know what you guys want to do. I don't want to run live chats through the summer if we're going to have like 20 people on. But by the same token, I do the impromptu thing anyway. But if you know, through the summer and it's a lovely hot summer's day and you're sitting outside maybe in your garden, unless you're watching on the phone, but you know, if you watch the channel either on a laptop or a desktop or whatever, and you don't have time to really watch the live chats on a Sunday, then yeah, I can give it a rest. It's fine. Gaz, what would I do in this situation? You cut the tip of your index finger on your fretting hand for the gig yesterday, filled with super glue. That's generally the, yep, and had some micropore tape on the hand if need. I'd get that sorted out and checked out by your doctor tomorrow to make sure you don't get sepsis, would be my first thing. And then after that, just keep a plaster on it, Savlon or Sudocrem on it. It'll heal. It'll heal. I remember, which one was it? It must have been that, because I had the knife in that hand. I got a scar on my thumb, and I was doing a cable, and I had to cut the plastic from around the wires on a plug. Oh no, it wasn't. It was jack to jack lead, and we were wiring it up on the gig. That's it. And it was really cold. We were playing in a church in Winchester for a private booking. I think it was a wedding, and the knife slipped and it went straight in my thumb. Not like me to do something like that, but we were under time constraints. Knife went right in my thumb. How I didn't get sepsis or anything else, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I ended up stupidly gaffer taping it up just to get through the gig. And halfway through the first set, there was blood streaming down my hand. I managed to get through the gig, went to the doctor's the 2 days later. And it all healed, but it was horrible at the time. Knife went right in to my thumb. How I didn't get a more major injury, I couldn't tell you. So be careful, folks. Look after these, yeah? If you're gigging and you earn money with those, keep them out of the way of, you know, cutting and injuries and all of that. Strains, finger strains. You don't want any of that. Zuma, you would do exactly what you did, Gareth, fleece style. Yep, super glue is the thing if you're on a gig and you get a cut or a wound. But yeah, it's I mean, I tend to keep a couple of like fabric elastoplast plasters is the word I'm looking for, in my my little gig baggy thing that comes with me on gigs, because you just never know. Well, after that happened with my thumb, I've always got a couple of plasters in my bag. But yeah, go if you think you might get an infection, Gaz. Just go and see the doctor. Check your jabs are up to date. But I mean, that won't solve anything against sepsis. But just yeah, don't get that. That could kill you. So yeah, hopefully not. Hey, Electric Lowen, your grandfather would have passed out for just seeing the cut. He had a huge phobia about blood. Yeah, it was unnerving at the time. I have to say, it was throbbing with pain when I did it. How I got through that gig, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. I do remember. I think I had my foot on like a wedge or a chair or something, and something happened. I think the chair fell down a step, and as I was doing it, and that's why the knife ended up in my thumb. Anyway, enough of this. People might be eating their dinner. It's Sunday evening. But anyway, you're very welcome. It's coming up 20 to 7 here in London town. It's live chat 159 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Let's have your bass questions. Let's have your bass chat. Anything you want to ask about basses, bass gear, bass players. Anything you've seen here on the channel. If you want to talk about new magazine. And I'm still guessing you guys in the States still haven't got your mags. I did see a couple of posts on Bass Chat from people in the US who have received their mag. So they are out there. But I know a lot of people haven't had their copy. Michael Anthony hasn't had his. Stacey hasn't had hers. It's now actually, this Wednesday coming will be a month since they were posted. And I know it's causing some concern at the publishers, because we don't want people getting the magazine a month after everyone else has got theirs. I mean, that's not really a thing. It's a good job it's not a monthly magazine, or we'd have a serious issue, because you'd constantly be running an issue behind. I don't know. I have no answers. I can only put it down to the fact they were sent out with second class post, marked for second class. So I don't know how that is dealt with. overseas. But let me know if you are watching from foreign climes and you've received your copy of the Bassist magazine. Let me know. I'm trying to monitor it on the publisher's behalf. But like I say, there were a couple of people on Bass Chat who said they had received their copies in the States. So clearly they're out there. Maybe there'll be a flurry of it this week. I don't know. I just find it a little unnerving. I can't do anything about it, but so let's just check the stream health's all fine and dandy. That one's good. It's all working. And that one is doing the same. Excellent. 130 views so far on the live chat. Thank you very much, folks. Thanks for returning week after week. Mr. Cooper, hello. Long time no see. You finally managed to tune in on a Sunday. Yes, indeed. How are you? How's life? There she is, folks. Young Stacey Ann, good to see you. It is 20 to 7 here in the UK. Any new purchases, young John? Ah, that's not. I thought it was John Cooper. Sorry, Mr. Copper. Isn't that the rarely spotted Patrick there? I recognise the recognise the avatar. I think that is Mr. Patrick Sweeney. I think. Am I right? I can't remember. I'm guessing it is. Hang on, I'm just checking out. It is Patrick Sweeney. There we are. Very good. Very good. Yeah, we're good. We're good, Patrick. How's things with you? Haven't seen you in a while. I misread that. I saw it as Mr. Cooper for some reason, not Mr. Copper, which would have made you John Cooper, who we haven't seen for a while either. John Cooper, if you're out there. Yes, Pat. How's gigging with you? All good? Any new purchases? Any sales? Have you sold anything? What's going on in the world of Pat? It is Patrick Sweeney, Stacey. Very much so. It is. I've just checked because I've gone into native YouTube and visited that channel, and it was him. Yes, indeed. So if you've got any questions about these SQOE basses, anyone, if you're thinking, what the hell's he talking about? I went to Fair Deal Music on Monday in Birmingham, and they're selling these basses. They're very impressed. I was, I have to say. One or two of them definitely turned my head. That's for sure. And I'm hoping they take off for them. Really, they need to get a couple maybe in the magazine. But again, we're doing a quarterly magazine. It's very hard to be able to cover everything that's getting thrown at us. If we had a monthly mag, it would be easier because there'd be more page coverage. But when we've only got one issue every 3 months, it's we're very aware that we can only cover so much. But it'll be what it'll be. That's the editor's job. I'm just doing the videos. Checking that's all fine. Looks to be. Excellent. Yeah. So what's the news in Patrick's world? What you been up to? How's the disco funk band? All good? All busy? You're well? Yeah, a busy gigging. Very good. Hence not being around Sunday evening. Wow. Are there that many Sunday gigs? I can't even remember last time I did a Sunday gig. Good Lord. Recently bought another barefaced bass cab, the Big Baby 2 800 watts. Oh, very good. Very good. That'll shift some air at 800 watts, that's for sure. Good stuff. So I'm just looking at gear. I've got to put a load of stuff in storage tomorrow. And for some reason, I thought I had more bass cabinets in the garage, but they're actually here behind me. So that might save me a problem. Indeed, 317, volume low for anyone else. Shouldn't be. I'll turn it up a bit for you. Hey, might be because it's lower. Zuma, last night you watched the first episode of an old English show called UFO. I remember that. The Fender Performer bass would have been right at home on those sets. Yes, exactly. Anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, Google Fender Performer bass and you'll see the pictures. I'm going to quickly check the audio settings, check everything's fine. Yep, everything's... Mic volume is up. Everything's turned off, so there shouldn't be anything squelching the sound, the output. Much better. It was literally one click on the audio interface. Gain. How weird. It might have just been the position of the mic, maybe. So I've got a ton of content to get up here on the channel. I keep saying it week after week. It just gets more and more. Right behind me, I've got a box. You can probably see the top of it there. It's got a couple of Shergold basses in from Barnes and Mullins for review in the mag. As I've said before, everything that gets featured on the mag that I do a video of will eventually make its way here 8 weeks after publication. So those will be... If they're in the June the 5th issue, they will appear here on the channel in August. But they're here in March. So I've got to film those this week. I've got all my demos to push out to you folks. I've got the Bruce Thomas profile bass from the Bass Centre as well. It's all go. It's all go. Yeah, this one goes to 11 and a half. The half is very important. Stacey, we got you on living room television. You fools. Booming loud and clear. I'm a matinee idol. I don't do much in the evenings either. Boom. The old ones are the best. I will check your messages later, Gaz. There we go. Just checking that. All good. All good. Patrick, yes, Fit Funk are going great. Just had a revamp of the set. New songs by Ray, Bruno Mars, Olivia Dean, and one for you, Does Your Mother Know by ABBA. Yeah, one for me. That's good. That's an up-to-date kind of set. It's weird, isn't it? Because I kind of have fallen out of the whole covers regular circuit of gigs. I just don't play the stuff I used to play anymore. And there are bands out there still playing what I was playing 10, 15 years ago. And you realise how old some of that. So the fact you've managed to get some recent songs in, that's great. That's great. I used to hate having to when we used to put songs in the set and you were constantly scrutinizing the charts for things that were working, things that you could actually do as a band. Um, Not that there were arguments, but there was always one person didn't want to do certain things, and you would struggle. Then it's like we kind of need to do it. Well, every other band's doing it. Why are we doing it? Because it's popular. That's why we're not playing it for our own preference. We're playing it because people want to hear it. That's kind of how that works. But yeah, very good. Does your mother know? A nice recent hit that's 46 years old. 46, 47. I can't remember. I thought that came out. That might have come out 79 actually. So yeah, 47 years old, eh? Nice up to date number. Well done. We've hit 150 views, folks. Thank you. Good work. Let me just check that's all. That is happening. That's good. Yep, that one's going too. Excellent. Yeah, the ABBA one was a bit tongue in cheek. Well, Housewife's Choice and all that. They'll love it. Saturday evening, full dance floor. A bit of ABBA for the mums. You'll be laughing. I do have some ABBA gigs coming up actually in June and July. Off to Portugal for a couple of days, so it should be good. One was a bit actually with B. Actually with B. Don't know what that means. Actually with B. I don't know what that means, Patrick. You've baffled me. Actually with B. You'll have to explain yourself. Just checking, keeping across everything. So yeah, I've got a date with the storage room tomorrow. We're having some work done here shortly, and having to clear our garage to basically allow the builders access to the back of the house, so they can get a digger in. And yeah, gonna have a couple of months of upheaval here, so preparing for the worst, but it'll be worthwhile. Should be good when it's all complete. But I thought for some reason I had more bass cabs in the garage. So clearly I haven't, so we will see. Ignore that fat fingers. Oh, we all suffer with that, Patrick, don't worry. Actually, with keyboard samples being easy to download now, you can make a very good representation of cover versions. Yeah, we never had karaoke version back in when I was with my very busy covers band. The drummer used to record our own tracks. He used to do it all in Cubase. Gareth, that preamp pedal I sent you yesterday looks tasty. The one that mimics the wall alembic circuitry. I'm going to check those out. There's a couple of pedals I want to look at, actually. That meatball reissue that Behringer are doing. I'll get on to all this once the extension's complete. I can't be spending money on pedals at the moment. But Electric Lowen, you're making some tuna pizza sandwiches, aren't you, now, in the oven? See, I'd have happily taken you up on that 14 years ago before I turned veggie. There is a very nice vegan tuna, though. So I used to love tuna on a pizza. It's quite fabulous. Tuna, onions, tomatoes, tons of cheese. Fab. Fab. It's all in the sauce, though. Stacey and I have discussed this many occasions. It's all in the sauce. You got a really great pizza with crap sauce, forget it. The sauce makes it every time. Enjoy, Mr. Lowend. Enjoy it. We are slowly approaching 7 p.m. here in the UK. Don't forget your clocks went forward. There's probably a few people go, he's on early. He's on. No, I'm not. Clocks went forward last night for British summertime. While I'm at it, so as I say, there's a poll running on the community tab here on the channel about the Sunday night live chats. I'm open to suggestions for sorts of content you would like to see here on the channel. I've got so many possible avenues I can go down with bass content, and obviously it makes sense for me to produce the stuff that you guys want to watch. Now, occasionally people will say something and it will be like, it's clearly obvious that they're the only person that would find that interesting. But if you've got any ideas of anything that you would like to see, or anything that you would like to see that isn't featured on other channels, maybe someone hasn't addressed a particular amp or a comparison, or you'd like to see something that's up to date comparison wise, please chuck it into the live chat, and all suggestions are welcome, because I'm going to be, I think I might, over the next couple of months, be giving the channel a little bit of an overhaul and readdressing which way it moves forward, going forward. So yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see, or content you would find useful, then please let me know. Electric Lowen. Oh, and my mum says hi. Hello, Electric Lowen's mum. Hope you're having a good weekend. Gareth, have you started the Fretless series yet? No. So the deal with that is 3 years late. It's all scripted. I've got 10 episodes scripted, but I'm not going to film it until the building work is complete, because I want a consistent location, a consistent background, a consistent presentation. I can't do it in this room where I am now. There's just way too much stuff. I'd be filming it, it would be cramped, it would look horrible, it would be an editing nightmare. Much easier for me to wait until the building work's finished. Then I have a new filming studio, and I can basically rattle those 10 episodes off relatively quickly, even though they'll be spread out over a couple of months or so. So I'm just waiting until that's done to film those, but they're all scripted. I've got all the scripts ready to go. Stacey, that's right, the magic's in the sauce. Exactly. For the US folks, try Domino's 6-cheese Wisconsin pizza with extra sauce. Always extra sauce, especially on a Domino's. It's like a taste sensation. The tomato sauce really kind of hits you between the eyes when you go for double. It just makes every pizza a whole lot better, I have to say. Right, 7 o'clock, isn't it? Welcome, one and all. Live chat 159 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. You're very welcome. You're amongst friends. We're talking basses, bass guitars, bass gear, bass players. Anything to do with bass, not bass. That's bass fishing. We're not doing bass. We're doing bass. Mr. Detree, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. So if you've got any questions, if you're looking for any playing advice, any gear advice, suggestions, maybe looking to buy your first bass, maybe looking to buy a new bass, pedals, strings, cleaning maintenance, any of that. If there's anything you think I can advise and help you with, then please fire your questions and comments over, and I will try my very best to help you out as much as I can. Here he is, Mr. Derbyshire. How was your gig in Hunstanton last night? Was it last night? Might have been. You're very late last. I thought, yeah, 4 a.m. By the time you got home, the gig in Hunstanton, lots of very drunk punters. Well, I blame the bass player. Clearly, his playing was so off the chart it made them drink. Very good. I'm glad you got home safely. What was the weapon of choice last night? I'm waiting for your response. Advise accordingly, young Bill. I'm hanging on this reply. What bass did you use, Bill? Or basses, even? Not drunk punters. Yes, drunk punters. Quite right. Mr. Tree, bass guitars are amazing. Correct. You're in the right place. You're going good. Also, hoping to grow in your bass playing sooner or later. Cool. Stepped out of the spotlight for a while. Actually, want to sit down with your bass and learn. Great. Go for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's young Sean. Good to see you. Worth noting for any members of the Spectre gang that the 2026 limited edition Euro models are starting to appear at retailers. Bass Direct put theirs out end of last week. Close but no cigar. Okie dokes. How many Spectre players do we have on here? I know you do, Sean. I'm not sure how many others have Spectres who regularly attend here. Gareth, have you seen the Geica Hip Shot Drop D clones? No, I haven't. Send me a link in Messenger. Bill Derbyshire, limited room, so it was a couple of headless basses, never a bad thing. Sire M6 and the NS Design WAV Radius. Excellent. You haven't blown that one up again yet. Don't tempt fate, Mike. Don't tempt fate. I bet you've never scrutinised the end of a battery quite as much since then, have you, Bill? You're not the only person that's done it. I know people who fried some of Bernie Goodfellow's sound to light systems by putting their batteries in wrong. Stacey, Drunk Punters would make a great band name. I'm sure it's probably been taken at least once in the past 50 years or more. 60 years. Electric Lowen, Mike, how it was to be working with Whitesnake? Hey? I don't know what you mean. I've never worked with Whitesnake. I've worked with Don Airy, who played for Whitesnake. Sean, I like the look of that headless SQOE. I note they didn't have any stock. No, Fair Deal will be, their next order has got loads of the headless models coming in. Surely that will be a competitor to the Court Space Base. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. If you had people coming in, obviously late to the chat, so let me just put this up just to tantalize you a little. So my mate Jay, who works at Fair Deal, this is his bass. It came in the order with the other basses that are currently on the shop floor. This came in. This is a slightly more expensive model. This is about £350 to £400, but it is outstanding. 5-string jazz, perloid blocks, white binding, cherry sunburst, burl top, and it's not a transfer. That is the wood on the top. Wilkinson hardware. Very, very impressed. Very impressed indeed. Patrick, I don't have a Spectre, but I feel I probably should add one to the collection. Yeah, so I would always in the past have said, yes, definitely do that. I've got two. I had one for 17 years. I've now got two. Definitely try them before you buy it. A, because they have multiple different models and setups and arrangements with the pickups and the circuitry and the contouring and all of that. Don't assume that every Spectre will be the same. And certainly across the different models. And since Korg took over, they've just like expanded their range, like Music Man did. So definitely go and check out the models that you might consider. Please don't buy a Spectre blind, because I couldn't guarantee that. And I've known quite a few people who bought Spectres and gone, no, can't get on with this. They don't like the 3D body, don't like the tone, don't like the way the neck is. Some of the necks are very broad in terms of the profile. Some are quite slim. I've got an LX and a Kramer here, and the necks, to look at, you think, oh yeah, quite similar. They're not even close. So definitely audition a model or two before you put your cash down. Gareth, thank you very much for sending that. Bill Dubshaw, we tried a new number last night, Radar Love. Here we go. It went down very well. It would do. Yes, well done, sir. Good call. Sean, Spectre buying recommendations. I realise Sean's here on a Sunday, and yet he posted on the community tab that you can't always make Sundays, so I'm honoured. Always try before you buy. Always play one on the strap, correct, before committing to spending the money, correct. Understand how the preamp works, again, depending on which preamp is in there, because for years, obviously they were HasLabs, then it became Tone Pump for ages, unless you bought an American one. Now there's so many different models since Korg have taken over. Has it got an Aguilar? Has it got a dark glass in it? Is it an EMG? Is it a HasLab? You've got to look at all these things. Really, you're going to have to go to somewhere like Bass Direct that's got quite a large varied stock. And you might find none of them suit you. On the flip side, you might find the perfect one, but definitely try before you buy would be my advice on that. Sean, your plans changed today. Well, I'm honoured. Thank you very much for spending your time here. Patrick, a friend of mine has a guitar shop in Maidstone with Spectres in stock, so I shall give it a play. He also has quite a few Dingwalls. Okay. Well, there you go. That's an afternoon wiped out of your calendar. That'll keep you busy. Excellent. Super stuff. Right, let's just check that. Have we got any new subscribers since we started the live chat? No new subscribers. Community tab. Are there any messages lurking there that I haven't responded to? No, we're all good. Okay. Sean, all 9 of yours have the HasLab clone and original EMGs. They are fab. I know it's not. I know this will be seen as a rude question, Sean, and I know Gary Banton will blow you out of the water with the number of Spectres he's got put away. I'm going to ask the question anyway. Why have you got 9? unless you've got lots of different ones, but you're saying they all have the HasLab. So why have you got 9 that essentially, unless you've got different through neck, bolt on, different wood combinations? I've never. It's a question I've asked Gary many a time, and he just sort of gives me a look. But why have you got 9 bases that fundamentally will sound the same? Unless you're buying for what's the word I'm looking for? Your the word's gone right out of my head. You're buying as investments. I have 45 here. I don't have 2 that sound the same. Obviously not Spectres. I've a lot of different instrumentation, but I don't have 2 that sound the same. So it's I always like to. I try to understand that mindset. You can have 500 of them if you wish, but I've never understood, unless, again, if you don't play in bands and you're playing for your own personal enjoyment and it's an investment thing, I get it. I get all of it anyway. But I've never quite, personally, I've never had that mindset of having 9. Again, unless all the woods are different, which will affect the tone to some degree. Why would you have 9 basses that all sound the same? All 9 are quite different. Okay, 2 or 5's good. Okay, they're all neck through. Okay, everyone is different. Ebony, right. Okay, right. I didn't know that going on your first message. You see, they all get gigged. There we are. Very fabulous. Very good. See, that puts the meat on the bones of that comment. You see, and now I understand. Right, very good. Still doesn't explain Gary having about 50, but there we are. The man is beyond help. And I still find it immensely funny that when we were at school, and just as I'd taken up bass, and kind of Gary was a bit of someone I looked up to as a bass player, and he hates me saying it, his combo that he had at the time had a huge Warwick sticker over the front grille. He was all into Warwick, that's for sure. Yes. Anyway, Bill Derbyshire, there's a lovely looking SQOE 5-string Music Man style bass for sale in Guitar. So I was led to believe that only Fair Deal Music were having these basses. And Gareth enlightened me that Guitar are selling them. So something's obviously gone awry that there's only one UK shop. I will endeavour to find out the news on that tomorrow. They've got one in Guitar for just over 300. Well, I'll tell you what, if it's anywhere near as good as the basses I played at Fair Deal last Monday, go and check it out. Really. Mr. Cooper, surely different colours to match your outfits. There aren't many basses that match a chamois thong, I find. But, you know, who am I to say? Gareth, same as Mr. Pink bass with his Rickies. Yeah, but you know, he had over, what was it, 180. I mean, that's just ludicrous. That's madness beyond madness, frankly. Yeah, people do it though. I mean, if you're doing it for investment purposes, then it makes a lot of sound sense. Because if you've got the room to stockpile, and there was a guy going back like nearly 20 years, who, when the pound against the dollar was huge and you got $2 to the pound, this guy was going over to the States, buying up Stingrays like they were going out of fashion and bringing them back and selling them on Bass Chat for double what he paid for them. Now, if you had the expendable cash and you could do that, fair dues. But if you are doing it and stockpiling, that's going to take up a lot of room. If you've got storage, great. But again, some people do that as a business thing. You know, if you can get great gear and create, it's not so much a collection because you're going to sell it, but if you can do it, then it's, you know, great. You'll be quids in. Don't forget to give the live chat a thumbs up, folks, if you'd be so kind. Thumbs ups really help. Really help. So help me, help the channel, help the video. The thumbs up pushes it through the algorithm. And please also, I didn't realise quite so much that the little poll that goes on just above the live chat window, please click on that. I didn't realise that audience interaction with it has a very sizable effect on the algorithm, pushing the video out. It does, by all accounts. Gareth, saw that Mr. Sapko is now an Ampeg artist. I didn't even notice, mate. I've had my head in channel, gig, fair deal music, and other things this week, so I hadn't even noticed. That's news to me. Very good. I've missed all this stuff. As I've said before, I tend not to look at other bass creator channels. I don't get the time. B, I don't want what I'm doing to be influenced by what they're doing. And I would hate it if someone came to me and go, you just copied my idea. I haven't even looked at your channel, so I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm just so busy at the moment. Certainly at the moment, I've got... I'm saying I'm busy, but I haven't been gigging. The gigs are about to start. I've got the magazine stuff. There's also another thing that I can't tell you about yet, but I will do. And keeping this going. And we've got all the building work and trying to sort out clearing 2 floors of a garage into storage. It's just been a little mental. So, yeah, I apologise for my lack of scrutiny of Mr. Sapko's content. Bill Dubs just emailed you a picture of the SQOE bass that is showing in Guitar. Okay, let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a look. It's not showing yet, Bill. It's not showing there, mate, at the moment. I'll check it again in a second. No, it's still not there. Okay. Sean, of course, if you do end up buying a Spectre, then you have to go and get Gallien Kruger. I know where you're going with this, Sean. You don't. They just work so well together. I'm sure they do. I'm a fan of Gallien Kruger stuff. I just own the MB200. Yeah. Zuma, you curb your acquisition bulk by thinking about the cost and time of string changes. Tell me about that one. And that's just the tip of the maintenance iceberg. Ain't that the truth? Gareth Harrison sent you a link for it on Facebook. Okay, I guess it's the same thing. Okay. Bear a moment. Let's have a shifty in here then. Cool. That's yeah, they couldn't get much more close to that. I'm sure Music Man will be having a little word with them. 329. Okay. Well, they didn't have any of those on the section of the store when I was there, but my goodness, that's a fine looking beast. Yeah. They couldn't be more Stingray like if it tried. Wow. I'd be interested to hear that. And what's this? The Geica extender. Let's have a look at this. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that'll do the job, won't it? Seems to be a lot of stuff coming out that's basically just rip-offs of... Have a load of patents expired lately? Not sure what's going on. Sean, Depping question. Yes, sir. If you have a song to learn that's a bit tricky, yep, or you don't really have enough time to get it sorted exactly, how do I deal with it? I will sit there and play it until it's right, and I will do a very small cheat sheet for it. So if it's the whole song, if it's just one section, just write it on a bit of paper and tape it to something, either a PA speaker or put it on top of your amp if you've got amps on stage with you. I've taped cheat sheets to cymbal stands before now. As long as I can see it, either turning left or right, I'm good with that. If it's the whole song, you've got to, well, you can either do a cheat sheet for the whole song, which I used to do with wedding bands, where I'd be learning a first dance that I knew I would never play it ever again. And it's like, I'm not committing that amount of brain space to learning one song I'm never going to play again. I would do a cheat sheet for it. And as long as I wasn't, well, I never fronted a band. I occasionally did lead on a couple of songs, but I would never say I fronted the band or a band. If you're going to be stood a little bit away from the front, then you can kind of put it somewhere and pretty much read it. But I mean, God, it still happens now. We did Stop Crying Your Heart Out for Oasis the other night. And it turns out, last time I played it was in December. Before that, I hadn't played it in 7 years. Played it at Christmas. And something on the gig completely threw me, because I was playing it and I'm thinking it's right. And I've done a cheat sheet for it. And something's not, it's like biting on a bit of foil. I was like, ooh, something's not right there. When I listened back before Wednesday's gig, it turns out on their backing track for that band, they got there's an organ on that track. It goes to a G, and it's a double G before it goes to the next verse or chorus. Take your pick. Someone in their cleverness had decided to throw in a rogue A instead of a double G. So it would be G, 3, 4, G, 3, 4, and you're into the next chunk of the song. Someone who did the backing track, either whether they downloaded it or created their own tracks, threw an A in there. And it's at the end of each section. And that was what threw me on the gig in December. So I went back and scrutinized this time last week through that backing track. I thought, what is going on? Because something wasn't right. And it was that. There was an extra A pushed chord at the end of each chunk of the song. So on that I thought, oh, it's going to be tricky. But once I listened to the track, well, actually the way I did it was I went and listened to the original version, and I did a complete sheet of it on a piece of paper. And then I went through and followed that sheet listening to their backing track. And it was there that I realised there was an A chord where they should have been double G's. It was a G to an A. And that's how I found that. So that would be how I'd do that. But if it's just one chunk of a song, yeah, you can always do a little cheat sheet on a strip of paper. You could even put it along the edge of your neck if it's just literally a line and there's a couple of chord changes that it's not going to sink in time. You just tape it to the end of your bass or along the side of the neck and you see it. If being discreet is the order of the day. Zuma, if I don't have much time, I'll learn it to what I deem is 80-90% accurate. I will also ask myself what the audience will notice. Yep. It also depends on the song. If we're talking YYZ, I'm going to learn it note for note because I know someone out there is going to call you on it. Same with doing Chili Peppers songs. It will always be you, the bass player, who's getting and people will hang on everything that you do because Flea is such a focal point for that band. I did get asked once to Depp for a Chili Peppers tribute, and the gig would have been Christmas Eve at the Swan in Stockwell. Was it the venue? No, I think it was the Swan. And the guy did not ring me until the evening before. So he was ringing me on the 23rd of December in the evening, and I would have had to have had it all done, prepped and ready to go before 7 o'clock, leaving to go to the Swan. And I turned the gig down, and it wasn't very good money either. And I said, there's absolutely no way. You think I'm learning 24 Chili Peppers songs? It was 2 sets as well. 2 sets of 12. I went, there's absolutely no way. He said, oh, well, don't you know Chili stuff? I said, not to the level that I would need to. And you've literally given me less than 24 hours to learn it all. It's the day before Christmas. I've got stuff to do. Absolutely not. And that was the end of that conversation. Gareth, normally play a simplified version to get the chord progression in your head, then work the fills out later. Yep, that's all. Done that on many an occasion. Patrick, yes, if it's a Rush song, early Genesis or level 42, the fans of those bands, Jamiroquai as well, those bands will know it note for note. Yep. Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers is the one, because for a period through the 2000s and early 2010s, literally every covers band did a Chili Peppers song in their set. But if you were in a Chili Peppers tribute, you know, that gig's pretty much hanging on you. It's a bit like Queen tributes with the Freddie. Everyone's hanging on the Freddie, but with Chili Peppers, it's Flea. Not for the faint of heart. The Pooper 2010. Hello, you're new here. What's the most versatile bass you've played? My band plays everything from 70s to today, so I need to find something that can blend into all types of genres. Well, it depends what you count as versatile. Are we talking sounds? Are we talking look? Visuals? Are we talking tones? If you want maximum coverage of tones, you want to be looking at something like this. Hold on, just bear me a minute. I need to get this out of the rack without damaging 4 other basses. Just bear me a moment. You want a bass that's equipped like this, and I'm sure Patrick will back me up on this. So you can either try and track down a Sims Enfield or any of their basses, or you can get yourself, just get a bass that works for you and have it retrofitted with a pair of Sims Super Quads. Hang on, have I got a battery in here at the moment? I have! Hurrah! She lives. So, basically, these pickups have 4 coils in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You'll see there's a light on there, right? It's red. With a flick of the switch, it will go green. With another flick of the switch, it will go blue. So when it's red, that is basically a split coil pickup, like in a Precision. When it's green, it's a single coil pickup, like a Jazz. When it's blue, it's a humbucker, like a Stingray. So you have 2 pickups that can do all those tones. You've then got a pickup pan as well. I have this fitted with a John East Uni-Pre circuit, which gives me tons of flexibility. So we've got volume. I've got no passive option on it. I didn't want it. Treble with a push-pull for extra percussive clarity. Bass. What's that? Oh, that's the pickup pan. And then I've got a stacked sweepable mids. So boost and cut. Is it push-pull on that? No. And swept frequency. So basically that's going to cover tons of different tones. That will give you the most versatile amount of sounds. But are you on a budget, or are you, I mean, the other option is to have like a, if you're going to go with standard pickups, maybe a humbucker in a bridge with a coil tap, so you can have split or double coil, and you can have another one there with a split and a double. Or you could go for a humbucker with a single coil, or a humbucker with a split coil. There's lots of possibilities there. But this would give you maximum flexibility. So if you like playing Stingrays, but you think I need more than just a Stingray sound, you could buy a Stingray and have these pickups retrofitted. You could leave the Music Man circuit in or swap it out, like I say, for this. So this was originally, well, it still is, Lodestone Primal Pro. and it had a pair of active EMG single coils and a preamp not too dissimilar to the tone pump that Spectre put in. And because I had a couple of other basses that already had that setup, I just decided, right, take those pickups out, put these Sims Super Quads in, change the preamp for a John East, and away we go. And that's that. Loads of different tones. There is a video here on the channel. There's a demo of it. If you want to check it out, there will be a review of this at some point. I just haven't got around to doing it yet because there's so many other things to do. But there we go. Let me just put this back in the rack. If you've got any questions about this, fire away. I know some people look at the Super Quad thing and go, I don't get it. I don't understand how it works. It's very simple. It's very simple. Just follow the color coding. I've used it on gigs and it's second nature, to be fair. Yeah, so the Pooper 2010, if you want to ask me any questions about that, feel free. Gareth, talking of Flea's solo album dropped on Friday. Yes, my editor has a copy of it. I think he already had a copy a while back. I want to be kind. Mixed reviews, I think, is probably the thing. The Pooper, we're talking tones. That's what you want, really, I think. Sean, versatility comes from an active bass with two splittable humbuckers. Yep. That takes it to the nth degree, but there's not a lot of sounds. Again, you're not going to get particularly more erudite required. What was I going to say? What did you say? That comes from an active bass with two splittable humbuckers. Yes, agreed. You're not going to get vintage correct tone. So if you're looking for a 64 jazz bass, you ain't going to get that. We've been through this whole situation for the best part of 25 years. The Roland V bass always claimed it would be able to do period specific basses. It couldn't. If you have that, it's not going to sound, you're not going to get the differences in sound between a 62 jazz, a 64, a 71, a 76. That you can't do. You just got to have those specific models. But what that Super Quad system will do is give you an approximation. So if you need to go from a P bass with a split coil to a humbuckered Stingray, you can do it. If you then needed a jazz with two single coils, you can do it. If you wanted something a little more funky, and my personal favourite is a humbucker by the neck and a split coil in the bridge, which I think is an amazing sound on that bass, you can do it. If you want two split coils, like you've seen basses over the years with two P pickups, you can do it. If you wanted it to have a single coil and only the single coil towards the neck, like an old vintage Precision, you can do it. But it's an approximation. They are not those pickups. It's just a unit with 4 coils in that are switchable, which is why then you need a flexible active circuit to give you tone control, boosting, parameters. If you go with a John East, you can put sweepable. He will do you a circuit with sweepable trebles, sweepable bass, sweepable mids. You can do all that. It is possible. But again, it's a case of how much money you want to throw at it. What I've done there isn't horrendously expensive. It's not cheap. It's probably about 675 quid back in 2016. I don't know what the cost of doing it would be now. But again, it depends on the bass you're putting them in, whether there's got to be extra routing and all that. I think Martin had to do a little bit of routing on that. Martin Sims, when he did the retrofit. But possibilities there. Zuma, my vote is reverse P for tone coverage. There we go. Sean, Bass Collection does an incredibly good value P with the Sims pickups. Yes, the power bass. Zuma, I meant reverse PJ. Right, okay, yes, I know what you're saying. You need to put your teeth in. Pat, Martin Sims came to our gig last Friday. Well, I'm pleased to hear it. His daughter's singing for you. So I had to use the Enfield in his honour. I hope he's well. I haven't seen him for... When did I last see Martin Sims? Good Lord. 2018, I think. 2017 or 2018. The Pooper, much appreciated. Cheers. Fire away. Come, you're amongst friends. More questions. If we can put some more meat on this, feel free. I can put a link to the demo that I was talking about, if that would be handy for you. Just bear me a moment. Bear with me a moment. It's not that, is it? Oh, reverse. Go from there. Bear with me a moment, folks. Just, I've searched and I can't remember. I think I've changed the video title. Ah, here it is. There it is. Back one. If you want to check this out, we want that, don't we? There we go. There's a demo for you. It's not completely comprehensive. It was a demo I put up when we were in lockdown. I was going to do 3 parts to that demo, and I did one and put it out to see if people were interested, and it didn't really take off, so I didn't do the rest. But anyway, check that out. It'll give you an idea. Pat, I have the original prototype bass collection P-Bass. Yes, you do. Good. They're great basses, the Bass Centre bass collection piece. They're great. Really good. Sean, no, I really like the whole bass collection concept. Value for money. Well, thank you for all your comments on Bass Chat regarding the Neil Murray Snakebite demo. So my version for the channel will be going up at the start of May, which will be 8 weeks since the magazine video went up. And yeah, I spoke to Barry a couple of days. Well, actually, we went out for dinner last week, and he said, your video has sold several of those basses since it came out. I said, good, dinner's on you then. And but it clearly works. It's a great bass. Great bass. Really love the Snakebite. If you don't know what we're talking about, the Bass Centre here in the UK have a series called the Great British Bass Masters, and various famous players, instruments relating to them. The Bass Centre do their version, their signature version of that instrument. So the Neil Murray Snakebite has a split coil towards the neck and a splittable humbucker in the bridge. That humbucker is a game changer for that instrument. The P pickup is great. Lovely. Really good. You throw that humbucker in, whether you're soloing that pickup or whether you're combining it with the split coil, that humbucker's got fizz. It makes the tone just bubble along really, really good. And I was really impressed. Really impressed. I couldn't tell too many tonal differences between the ebony board and the maple board. Sometimes when you get an instrument, there are 2 different fingerboards. You might get a tonal variation. Ebony, because of its hardness, tends to be quite bright. Well, maple is quite bright as well. If it had had a rosewood or some other dark wood timber, it might have had a slightly mellower attack to it. But I thought it was very similar. But an outstanding bass for the money. 750 quid. I could, well, I've said I would happily gig with a Snakebite bass. There we go. Your image just came through, Bill. Thank you very much for that. I can share that. Hold on. can I? Yeah, I can. Very good. Just bear with me a moment, folks. I'll share that on here. Here it is. That's what we're talking about. Now, does this look... Could that be any less Stingray-like? 5-string Stingray-like. I'm surprised they haven't been hit with a copyright thing from Ernie Ball. But there we go. Sean, Ebony is available on the Snakebite base as a no-cost option. Yes, it is. They keep doing that. It's like sometimes you can have certain extras and there's no extra cost as an alternative. And yet other manufacturers would charge that at a premium. So, yeah. But at 329, that's as good a Stingray copy as I've seen. I'd like to hear it, though. I'd like to hear it. Ah, and there's a 4 as well. Bear me a minute, folks. Stick that in there. Young Gareth's doing a fine job sending me links to stuff. Hold on. We want that. And there's this. Here's the 4-string. I mean, I'm not sure how long they're going to get away with producing these, so it might be a case of get hold of them while you can. I mean, that's very similar. Very similar. Again, I'd want to hear it, but yeah. They certainly look the part. Next time I go up, probably in the summer, I'll hopefully they'll have had their latest delivery. They'll have the headless bases and they'll have some of these in as well. Oh, we've got a new subscriber. Thank you very much if you're watching the live chat. Thank you. Thanks for joining the bus. Hope you find some content on the channel that works for you. Folks, please don't forget, please give the live chat a thumbs up. And we do have the super chat facility, of course, if you wish to make a a financial donation to the channel. You don't have to. Videos are free to watch. The channel is free to watch. If you want to help keep the channel going, ticking over, helps us within the algorithm as well. Super chat and super thanks facilities are both there, and the emoji icon as well. Feel free to give that an absolute pasting. Thank you in advance. Right, what's that Bill saying? There are some videos of them being played and they sound very good. Well, there'll be videos from me going up very shortly. I've got to get the videos and the audio together and get them edited into place. I can then produce my videos and the guys at Fair Deal can do their videos as well. But as you say, it's better to hear them yourself. Well, I'm hoping that you'll trust my my demos. So I took all the gear, took the laptop, audio interface, and I sat there in a corner. I mean, I can show you a little bit of video. I don't know how much of it will play. Just bear me a moment. You won't be able to hear it because the audio is on a separate feed. Let's have a look. Actually, within that, can I? Oh, I can play the video file. Okay, let's have a look. There we are. That's the winner. Huh. Is that? Oh, I know. I haven't dragged it across, have I? Idiot. Ah, there we go. Doesn't have a video track. What are you talking about? Nonsense. Right, hold on. I'll share the screen. Dee. Ah, there we go. Let's see if I can share my screen. Here we are. There you go. Me in all my glory. Oh, I think it's a bit jerky because the file size is pretty hefty. Putting it through its paces. And bearing in mind, I was doing all this while customers were coming in. There was a lovely older gentleman there. He bought a 75 Jazz for about 1,500 quid. And lovely chap. It was lovely to talk to you. But I couldn't concentrate because he kept talking to me. And I'm trying to do these demos, and I realised I was against the clock. I didn't have tons of time. I mean, I was there from 10:30 in the morning, but I left at 5:30, and it was rushed. But I got plenty of footage, plenty of demo stuff. But yeah, let me show you the. Let's go to the J's one. I mean, this just looks great. It looks great. It played great, I have to say. I know the Barnet looks like I'd plug myself into the main socket, but a really nice bass. £400 top whack. I think it might have been a little less, but yeah. Very, very interesting. I expect them to do some interesting things if that's the quality of the work they're putting out. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the headless is like. Um, mm, 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 mm. I don't know why I look like I'm sucking on a boiled sweet, but probably concentration. It was very much a case of I haven't got a lot of time to do this, and I really need to get this all done today. And I kind of wasted the first 40 minutes or so trying to get set up and where was I going to do it and getting all plugged in and keeping leads and cables out of the way of customers. So, yeah, but it was good. We had a good day. We had a good day. I just need to edit all this stuff up and get it over to the marketing guy at the store. But like I say, I will try and get those demos up as quick as I can, and you'll be able to hear what these things can do. I'm very impressed. Anyway, so that's that. So you'll be seeing all these very shortly. If you've got any questions or comments about them, then feel free. Feel free to ask, and I'll try and answer. There we go. It is 10 to 8 here in London. Live chat 159. I suddenly thought 189. I was like, no. 159 here on Brooks's Bass Corner. You got any questions? Any comments? If you want to talk bass guitars, bass players, bass gear, technique, all of that sort of thing, come on in. Put your questions in the live chat window and press send, and me and the accumulated brethren and sisterin will try and help you out. So what was your first Spectre, Sean? What was the first one you bought? What pushed you towards buying a Spectre? Here's a little question I'll pose to you fine people. So, obviously, it's very easy now to create thumbnails for videos on YouTube videos in ChatGPT. It's very obvious to me when a thumbnail has been produced by AI, whether it's ChatGPT or any of the other engines or what have you. They all tend to have a certain look, and it becomes very clearly evident that it takes more than some good skills in Photoshop to create thumbnails that look like that. I've used a couple of thumbnails in that vein and seen absolutely no benefit whatsoever. So as viewers, not only of content here on my channel, but other stuff on YouTube, does an AI generated thumbnail turn you off clicking on a video? Because very clearly, sometimes the quality of the AI thumbnail is a million times better than actually what the video is and what it's about. So would an AI created thumbnail stop you from watching a video? Would you just go, that already tells me all I need to know, and I don't want to watch that? So would you prefer thumbnails created by the creator outside of AI, so in graphics stuff, or do you prefer AI generated thumbnails? I'm interested to know, because I see more and more as every day goes by. And I've done it. I've created thumbnails in AI. Not many. I've done about 7 or 8. But every day I'm seeing more and more, and they all start to have a similar sort of look and vibe. And I'm just interested to know, because if it's clearly a turn off, then I won't kind of carry on using that as a thumbnail generator. But I think, I mean, I do, when I see a video with an AI thumbnail and it's very clear that's what it is, then it has no real bearing on what the video is going to be like. Whereas say you watch a particular channel and you know their style of thumbnail creation, you kind of have an expectation of what their content is going to be like. I'm interested to know. Stacey, if an AI created thumbnail oversold the content, I'd be mad. Okay. The issue is when they all start to look the same, which is what I'm noticing. Patrick, I prefer the thumbnail to be done by the creator. Very good. Zoomer don't. Okay. Yeah. This is what I wanted to know, because I haven't gone belt and braces into changing all the thumbnails on the channel. I could do that, but some of the stuff I see, like if I go into vidIQ and it's offering me alternative thumbnails, I mean, I've noticed also you can get it within YouTube if you use vidIQ, that the thumbnail section will suggest to you alternative thumbnails. It started to go into the video and use me, or taking my likeness and putting it into the thumbnail, but it doesn't look, to me, it doesn't look anything like me. It's generically me, but I can tell the face is that of another person. It certainly isn't me. But I look at them and go, well, no, I need to go and take a photo and then suggest that as an edit, and then let the AI incorporate that into the image. But yeah. Stacey, as someone who does this kind of thing, it irks me when I have to create something over and over because ChatGPT can't spell correctly. Yeah, there's that. You like ChatGPT for idea generation, for pushing an idea onto another level. Yeah, agreed. It's like every morning I wake up and suddenly I'm getting videos suggested by YouTube, and they're all starting to have a similar style of thumbnail. And I recognize it because I've got a couple of thumbnails that are like it as well. And it's like, well, clearly there's like a template that some of these AI engines use. As soon as you mention YouTube thumbnail, it goes for a particular style. But there we are. I was just interested to know what people think, because it is becoming, yes, I can make an amazing looking thumbnail just by a few prompts, but it's like, well, and it'll make it look like Hollywood compared to my video shop in Slough style thumbnail. AI will make something that looks like it's been done by MGM, but it's not indicative of the video or anything in it. But I'm just interested to know. Comments appreciated on that, even if it's after the live chat's finished. If you're watching this and you've just heard that little speech, feel free to leave comments. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark here on the live chat. 159. As I said earlier, please do leave your feedback and your polling on the post on the community tab regarding the Sunday night live chats. So as I said earlier, we're about to hit a period in the year where historically views fall off at this time of year, not just on live chats, but other things. But I'm very acutely aware that having moved the live chats to Sunday evenings, as we get into the summer months, people have got better things to do with their time on a nice, warm, sunny evening than watch my live chat. Yes, they can watch it afterwards, or they might just have it on as audio in the background. But I'm very aware that views can seriously drop off. And means I'm ending up making live chats through the summer with not a lot of viewers. And I'm just wondering if after 21 months of doing a live chat every single week, whether it's time to change the format up, change the way we do the live chats, recharge the batteries a little. I don't know. But obviously, people going on holiday and nice, warm, sunny Sunday evenings, you might not want to be talking bass with me. So I'm just interested to know what people think. So there's a poll on the community tab at the moment. If you want to go and vote on that, if you haven't already, then please feel free to leave your comments on there and let me know what you think. Stacey, I'm learning to talk to... It started, hasn't it? I'm learning to talk to Chat GPT. Like, how do I have to word commands that it can process correctly? I just experienced this today. I asked it for a graphic. It produced it. I needed text centered, and I kid you not, it gave me a cocktail menu. I'm designing for a coin numismatic project. Cocktails and coins. Okay, yeah. Not what you're expecting then. Clearly. Did it produce what you wanted in the end, eventually? It went completely off the rails. Okay. In what respect? Did it get shirty? Or did it just not produce what you wanted it to produce? We're waiting for your reply. Zuma, remind me, when I sent you some graphic ideas for the Rio episode of our opus, did I send you the one that was... I found an image on my phone, or it might have been in Google Backup, and it was a very wide landscape view. I'm trying to think where I put it. Bear me a moment. I might be able to share it, and you can tell me. It was a landscape view of the Rio with the purple background and the hair, and it was a very wide image. Oh God, they're all in there, aren't they? Oh, hang on. No, that's not what it is. Oh, I don't want to extract. That's hundreds of photos there. Hang on, I might be able to do it. I can't remember if I sent it to you. Is it in there? No. Right. Wrong one, Mike. No. What you want is that. So going back to like January when we did the first couple, I might find it here on my machine. Just bear me a minute. I was going back through old photos. It's not showing in there. No, it's not there. Okay. I wasn't sure if I'd sent it to you. What you sent me was a collage of 3 pictures. 2 were alternative Rio covers. Yeah, was one of them like in fact, I might find it just by Googling it. Ugh. Type properly, man. There was one, and it was like super. Ah, found it straight away, haven't I? Let me see if I can share that. Did I send you this? The thing on the right, this. There we go. Zoomer. Hang on, if I can share that. Try this. Did I send you that? Which actually would work quite well with the text down the left. I don't know. It just gives you a great image for the thumbnail. You can put everything else on the top of it. What do you think, young man? Stacey, I told it the idea it created wasn't anything I'd asked for. That has nothing to do with my topic, was my reply. And it gave me the same blasted design again. I'm sure you weren't impressed. If you just Google Duran Duran Rio image and go into Google Images, you'll see that Zoomer. You can save it from there. Stacey, I sent images of what it produced to your WhatsApp. Made 0 cents. I will check it out a little later. Zoom, I sent something to your WhatsApp to refresh your memory. I think I know the image you're talking about. Yeah. That was just an idea, just because it had the alternative cover. But I'm just wondering if this might be worth. Put your text on the left in the black. I don't know. What do you think? The thumb will definitely have that image in it. Okay. Yeah, there we are. In fact, I'm going to save that image myself. Might use that for something at a later date. There we are. Oh, it's a WebP. Oh, stop doing that. Oh, dear. Okay. I'll have to do a screen capture and do it that way. Not to worry. Not to worry. It is 10 past 8 here in London. This is Brooks's Bass Corner live chat 159, coming to you from London town. We're talking bass guitars, bass gear, technique, all of that sort of thing. Zuma, I hate WebP. Yeah. Tell me about it. What the heck is wrong with good old JPEG? I think it's just meant to stop people from copying images. That's what it's that are used on sites and OntNet. But it's foiled me on many an occasion. We've had 261 views. Thank you very much, folks. Thanks for coming along on the live chat journey. Just checking the stream health. Yep, we're good. That one's good. That one's good too. Let's just check. That's all. Yeah, that's fine. Okie dokes. Yeah. Okay. As I said, if there's any sort of content you would be interested in seeing on the channel, I'm open to ideas. Anything that you aren't seeing on other bass channels. Can be product related, can be technique related, can be whatever. I was hoping to give the channel an overhaul back in the early part of this year, and just one thing or another ate up my time and I didn't get to do it. So as we now go into late spring and the summer months, I'm looking to maybe give the channel a little bit of a spring clean and an overhaul in terms of how we do things and what I'm producing for the channel. We got 9 people watching. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday wherever you are. No, that's good. We're all up to date. Okay, it's 8:15. It's gone a little quiet. If you got any questions or comments, put them in the text box in the live chat window and press send, and I'll respond to them. If we don't get any comments, I'll wind up in 5 minutes. But what do I think of the new Ibanez J-type basses? They look very enticing. I haven't had my hands on one yet, although they did have some at the Guitar and Bass show the other week. But literally, they were being mobbed. Everyone wanted to try them, and I thought, I'm not queuing. I haven't got time for that. Yeah, look forward to being able to try one. But again, I've said it before. Unfortunately, the channel is too small for me to get stuff directly sent from the big manufacturers. We don't have enough coverage. So until such time as the channel grows in that respect, when these sort of products come out from the likes of Ibanez, Yamaha and others, we're not even on their radar. So I have to basically wait until one is a retailer, like if one had been at Fair Deal, but there wasn't one there. And then I can try one and film it. But at the moment, yeah, I can't. But that, I mean, as I've said before, I've never played an Ibanez I didn't like, really. One of the few brands where I haven't picked it up and gone, oh, that's not quite it. Everyone I've ever had to review, everyone I've ever played, I don't think I've ever played a bad Ibanez, which is a rarity. I've some very expensive brands I've played instruments that have not been very good. So yeah, I'd like to get a hold of one. Give it a spin. Pat, night to all you lovely people. Take it easy. We'll see you soon. Enjoy your gigs, and yeah, see you soon. Thank you for joining us. What about you, Zuma? What do you think of those Ibanezes? I think, I'm not saying this is true. I think my editor has approached Headstock Distribution, who deal with Ibanez here in the UK, for review models. But I think, I'm trying to recall messages on my phone, I think they were put back to issue 2 because issue 1's review list is already I'd say it's full. It could be full about 10 times over, but I think he's put the Ibanez's on to issue 2, so we'll see. Zuma, you dig everything about them but the headstock shape. Yeah, let me just check that. Here we go. modes, aren't they? Yeah, I can see what you're saying. They kind of remind me of something else. Was it the Valley Arts were a bit like that? Yeah, it's like someone has drawn it at a slant, isn't it? Like when they've designed it, they've just drawn the body and the headstock at a slant. There we are. I mean, they've got some nice finishes. Yeah, I get what you're saying about the headstock. I'm not totally convinced with the body, if I'm honest. Now, I know generally people don't need an extensive upper cutaway to get to the higher frets. You need that on the lower. But the fact that you can't get your thumb over the board if you needed to past the, what's that, 16th fret. I don't know. I want to try one. Really. I want to try one. Got some nice finishes and some nice timber tops as well. Well, we'll see what we get. We will see what we get. Whether they even come to me, I don't know. It might well be the editor does those himself. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing a quick trip to the bandsaw won't... Well, that's very true indeed. Yeah, we'll see how it all pans out. Yeah, I can imagine you turning up with a bass going to the bandsaw. You just take a bit off there and a bit off there. Yeah, you can go around that curve as well. Very good. Right, folks, it is 22 minutes past 8. I think we're going to wrap up for the evening, but thank you very much. It's been a veritable pleasure. We'll see you next week. Live chat 160. If you're out gigging this week, have a good time. Travel safely. I will endeavour to get as much content up as I can this week. I've got to sort the storage situation out over the next 2 days. But I've got all those SQOE basses, obviously, to go up. I've got some Yamaha to go up. I've got the basses here in the rack that I filmed. I just need to get the videos out. And I will report back. Zuma, if you do get your hands on them, let us know if the electronics are the same in all tiers. If they are, that would be amazing. The problem we have with things like that is, everyone wants to get their hands on them. They rarely ever send you instruments from the top and the bottom levels of a range. You'll normally get a 4 and a 5 from the same range, in my experience. But if we do, yes, obviously I'll feed that back. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for all your questions and your comments. Much appreciated, of course. So we do our little thing here. So on the vertical, there's going to be a graphic dropping in there. And on the horizontal, there's going to be a graphic going in there. So I'm going to put in there. What am I going to put in there? I'll tell you what I'm going to put in there. I'm going to put a link there, which will take you through to my bass collection as it was in January 2023. So you want to check out all the basses. There was 33 of them at that point. I tell you what I bought, why I bought it, where I bought it, when I bought it. It's all in that video. So that little graphic is going to appear right there and right there. On that note, boys and girls, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great Sunday, what's left of it, wherever you are on the planet. I will see you same time, same place next Sunday, 6 o'clock, Brooks's Bass Corner, live chat 160. Madness. Anyway, have a great week. I will catch you soon. Take it easy.